Welcome, and thank you for downloading this week Take Aim Outdoors, the Bow Hunters Podcast. Whitetail hunting stories, tips, and gears from across country. And now, here is your host.
All right, we're live. We're back.
But I came over to visit Brandon, back from Missouri.
And I'm back from nowhere, just Michigan, which has been a bummer. But Kyle and Scott were just both in Missouri, and I'm sort of jealous.
He didn't miss much.
Well, give us the update.
Michigan mentality, or some of the things that we work on.
There's a lot of Michigan mentality in the hunting industry even.
Right, it's in Missouri. We put a lot of time on a piece of the Missouri property that obviously tell a neighbor tampered it with it really bad. Been cameras over.
Yep.
That Brandon put up.
Me, Scott, and Kyle have been on the property. And as soon as the neighbor heard that we were there, just a bunch of stuff went down on one part of that property, and I wasn't there this weekend, but Scott and Kyle were there, and they got to kind of experience and deal with some of the drama with having to deal with a bad neighbor, which is never fun for anybody. So not cool.
No, not cool, but it's what we do. It's what Top 10% does. We deal with stuff like that, and we try to get it to, we're trying to huddle up here to get us both on here, but it's what we deal with, and we're going to, Kyle and myself, we adapted to it, changed a few things around. Brandon and I and one other guy, we're heading down there later, and we're going to do some more hunting and try to get on some bucks in Missouri. And we'll try to do some hunting this weekend on my home farm, which is just a 30-acre parcel. Thanks, Jordan. But it is part of it, and it's we wanted. And something else I saw was maybe I thought I should address, maybe I shouldn't address it, but I'm going to address it. I saw a post about another hunting show talking about they were talking about the hunting industry and how hunters need to come together,
support each other,
which is all great and fine and dandy, and people shouldn't knock what other people shoot, and they shouldn't. It's
right.
Your choice to shoot it whatever you want. 100%, I agree with that. I don't have to put no silly Snapchat face on to get the message across.
No, we don't sit on top of Mountain View, projecting our views on anybody. It just, if we want to shoot the top 10% deer in our area, that's what we do.
Right, and
that's it.
We're a company to train that, and it comes from having experienced and having the right people work with me. I 100% know that if a doe's in front of somebody in a 12-point buck is in front of somebody, you're shooting the 12-point. What are you shooting?
12-pointer.
I'm shooting the 12-pointer.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to shoot bucks. There's no reason not to, but you do not knock anybody for what they have an opportunity to hunt.
No.
And
if that's our standard, that's our standard. It doesn't have to be for you. It's just our standard.
Right. And I didn't shoot the biggest buck this year. Doe. Laugh my ass off. In far as does and all that, we have we have a system, and I train the system to clients, but we never ever put our views on anybody else. But this live feed I saw really torqued me, because this is the second time somebody pretty much called out my company, my baby, my team.
And if you don't get the theme and the name top 10%, I'll explain it. Scott can explain it. But it's the top 10% buck in your area. So if you're in the UP, a 100-inch 8-pointer, 10-pointer is what you got. That's your top 10%. We're not asking or telling anybody or selling 180-inch deer in the UP. It's not what we do. Yeah.
Not happening. Each area has their own ability to get deer to a certain point. Some areas are... And what was the thing we just watched? Great information. I really don't, I can't say the names, but when you call out my company and you throw out the top 10% name and then make a joke about it, talk to me. Talk to me. This is the second time. I know it should get back to this person. Talk to me. Talk to this guy. Talk to my son. Talk to Jay Flint. Talk to Corey. We stand up for Michigan hunters, each and every single one of them. And we will do everything possible to give them the best opportunity to shoot whatever they want. My clients.
We're into people that like to hunt a lot.
That's it.
It's not about being fake. It's not about anything else besides making your property better and helping you succeed.
Right.
So,
and the industry has nothing to do with the name calling or you shot a little deer. It has nothing to do with it. The hunting industry, the people like the Drury Brothers. The Drury Brothers are an entertainment value. Not only do they educate, they entertain. And that's what Top 10% is trying to do. We're trying to entertain.
And educate.
But I was just as excited to watch my son shoot a 6.5-year-old to the first time I saw him shoot a 3-point. Same excitement, same thing. Personal goals. I don't care what people shoot. But do not call the industry and make it your excuse to go out and shoot a 4-point and stick all your sponsor products over it. Man, I don't want to see it. And I didn't call you out on it. And half the people I know, they don't want to see it. It's a baby, man.
Yeah.
It's a baby. But if that's what you want to shoot, go ahead. Go ahead. But you don't need to throw a bunch of crap, industry crap, on top of a 1.5-year-old buck.
Just be proud.
Be proud.
You're the one making posts about it.
Like you said,
right?
You're proud. You shot it.
You shot
it's
it.
Your deer. But you don't need to try to get sponsor dollars off of it because I know the sponsor dollars. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see little deer. They don't want to see it.
Nah.
There's a reason I work my tail off to try to entertain. There's certain aspects that we have to follow to entertain. And that's it. Yeah, they are keyboard warriors. And I'm tired of them putting my name out and using Top 10% as a pun. Is that the word?
Yeah, there you go.
I said the right word. See,
yeah.
I'm a hillbilly, and I might be a little bit slower, but I've always defended that one person, even broadcasted some of his footage. But I'm tired of hearing about it. Do not bring up my name. Don't bring up my company name. Grow up.
It's over. So
right.
You heard it from us. It's over, but you know.
That's my rant. We only got 5 people watching, so not a lot of people are going to hear my rant. But we're back.
They'll hear it on the podcast, though. So
yeah, it is what it is. It has nothing to do with the industry. When you see the Drury Brothers do something great, and you say they have so much ability to teach us stuff, but they have an advantage. Why do they have an advantage? Because they did the homework.
Because they figured it out first, I guess. So
is that the advantage?
So if you can't compliment somebody without a backhanded deal at the end, don't say anything.
Exactly.
That's my point. So. But anyways, let's talk deer.
Give me a hug, hillbilly. Attaboy, Brandon.
Jordan, Brandon, what have you guys been seeing? Jay Flint, have you been out still? I'm just curious what everybody's been saying, or seeing, not saying, but because I have not seen anything in 3 morning sits in a row. Work doesn't allow me to hunt a lot of evenings, so I've been doing the morning sits, but I haven't seen anything. I got a lot of good feedback last night from guys that I know saw deer everywhere last night and the evening before. So hopefully you guys are getting out because it's starting to pick up. So what's Joe say? Perfect hunting is all about filling the freezer, improving the games, time to time. It's a privilege.
Yes.
We get, tags, license. Yep.
Absolutely, Joe. It is all about 100%. What you want, what your choice is.
Make it happen.
Enjoy the meat. We enjoy the meat.
Brandon Booker, not much. Been working 12 hours a day. Brandon, you're recovering from the honeymoon, so putting in those hours.
And I think that's Jay Flint still chasing my Big Ten. Jay shot a beautiful buck. I mean, we started out on fire. We're still on fire. We got some big bucks down.
What do we have? 4 or 5 good bucks down.
Look at Rob Reimer. It's all about bringing good snacks. That's hilarious. Like Jay Flynn had some banana nut bread, and he was trying to steal your thunder.
I thought Jay had pumpkin bread.
Was it pumpkin bread?
I thought maybe.
Jay Flynn, what were you eating? Pumpkin bread or banana nut bread?
Or Jordan, going to get my new bow this weekend. That's awesome.
Well, we're waiting to hear back from the old Beyond the Ears guys.
Yep.
So
Jordan, which one did you get? Did you get the Synergy or the Hybrid? Either way, both great bows.
Banana bread.
Darn, I said pumpkin bread on his.
I knew it.
Darn it.
Banana bread. See, I keep up to date with everything.
Dang
I
it,
watch those little details with the guys. I'm super proud. He's killed some beautiful animals this year. Jay Flynn's killed a Synergy Hybrid. That boy, Jordan. You're going to love that bow.
Awesome bow.
It's just a screaming machine. Kyle's killed a beautiful buck. I've killed 2 beautiful bucks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We got an elk down.
Elk down.
We got some tremendous footage coming up, and we are working our tail off. I promise you. Hunting goes from highs and lows on these properties. Like our property, we don't have. We've killed.
Same on mine this year.
We've had 4 target bucks. 2 of them are dead, and another one I found dead. 1 target buck left, so I don't even think I'm hunting that property no more. That's how it goes. That's how hunting goes. So, but we're out working. We're trying to get out of state. I need to figure out what site for it, though. I messaged you, Scott. The rut is started. Rod said the rut is starting. I agree with you, Ron.
Hello?
Jordan, when you get there, Craig is going to show you multiple sites, and you have to pick what's best for you. Like myself, I switched over to multiple pins, and Kyle shoots a single pin. I think, what do you shoot?
I shoot a single pin too with the
dial. Yeah,
the dial, so I can yardage it the way I want.
I choose not to do that, Jordan, because I have to have a range because I do a lot of self-filming. And the buck I just recently killed, I self-filmed that buck and I had to range. I already ranged it and I didn't have time to dial in because I was going to come out my window. So that's just your choice of what fits you and your needs and how you hunt. Some guys, because you got that dial, you got to dial that in.
Yeah.
And that could be that 1 second where he gets out of my frame.
Yeah.
And I don't shoot unless it's on film.
It's what you're comfortable with. I just like the single pin just due to the fact that once I put it up there, if I set it at a medium yardage, let's say 30, I don't have any confusion with having 3 or 4 pins stacked up on top of each other. Just mentally, it's one less thing I need to worry about in getting confused with the pins. But some people say
the 3-pin adjustable is beautiful.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Setup.
But some people say the opposite. They forget that they may have to yardage out to 40 or 50. But when I'm thinking of the perfect whitetail setup, it's 0 to 30 anyways. So single pin to me, fits that job perfectly. So especially now with the bow like you're getting, Jordan, the hybrid, 0 to 30, you're not going to need a second pin. 1 pin does all that. So to me, it's just perfect whitetail setup.
Ron says the rut's starting.
Ron's, I think, you're right, Ron. It's getting really close. I think we're, me and Scott were just talking about this yesterday. I think there's, some truth to what the law is, and then boom, it just kind of explodes. So,
I see Scoogs joined us. Scoogs getting some rut activity.
But if you're looking and studying your property, you should be seeing rubs, you should be seeing scrapes, and more daylight activity. It's starting.
Ron eats too many cookies. You're just jealous of his cookies, Scoogs. And then Austin, they've had a rough go, kind of like what I've had a rough go with my piece of property. The Frankfurt property, they started out with 3 shooter bucks, and 2 of them already shot. One guy shot 2 of the neighbor on a 5-acre parcel. Shot 2 of them right next to their farm.
Cortland, Scott showed me some of the bucks on your property from your trail camera, man. Your property's starting to light up, so congrats. A matter of time for you before you put one on the ground.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
And what Cortland's dealing with is dealing with kind of what we were dealing with in Missouri. We got a terrible neighbor really trying to throw a wrench into the plan. You got to readjust, and he's constantly been readjusting. Just had a chasing the doe half hour. It's going on, fellas. Get in the woods. I'll be in the woods tomorrow on my home property. Really going to try to shoot. I haven't shot a deer on where me and my family moved to. had some opportunities, just chose not to shoot. We've had some big monsters on our lease. We've killed them. So it's time to shoot one on the farm I built, I created.
Yeah.
So
I don't blame you.
we're
Hopefully this is the weekend. We had some rain. It just stopped. So if you guys are anywhere near southern Michigan here, the rain has just stopped, and this afternoon's going to be dynamite, I believe. So
it should be good.
It should be a really good night tonight.
What about Michigan? Rut start, Mark? It's
getting first phase.
And let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you guys all something. I filmed 160-inch 9-point. You saw it.
Yep.
Breed of doe. What was that? October?
Shit, like the 9th, 10th.
Something. The 9th or the 10th.
Yeah.
Very, very early. There was a brief, and it was happening in several parts of the state. Several does, and what happens is a doe will come into estrus. The bulk of the does are coming into estrus now, but
there's some that are early.
Some are early, and if you catch that right moment, when we practice, manage, hunt, harvest, you catch that right moment, it could be some of the most tremendous hunting you ever seen in your life.
Early like
Me
that.
and my daughter Abby sat in a stand, and I saw 12 bucks, and 3 of the shooters. And then the buck I killed, we actually saw his G2 was saturated in blood. He ended up, believe he killed one of my shooter bucks.
That's early.
I didn't have a trial for him, but
No.
I felt like he was the culprit. You just don't have a bloody antler
for nothing,
right? So we didn't have a trial by jury because when that joker walked in front of me and gave me a 33-yard shot broadside,
he was convicted.
I shot him right. I wouldn't, and he was already convicted. But Mark, we appreciate that. Good luck in the Manistee area.
Yep. Shoot straight, buddy.
Shoot straight. Get a good buck. It is the best time to be in the woods is now. The bulk of the does are coming into estrus, and then the does that don't get bred will come back into estrus again.
Yeah.
The gun season, we'll see a second big bulk of deer come in, which really hurts, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. But if you guys have the opportunities, get in those evening sets a little bit early. Try to get there before 4 o'clock. I told Scott a little bit of some of the theories I have, but I have a big theory too that a lot of these bucks will run some of these bedding areas before they get up, for that late evening. But they'll get in there and run some of these bedding areas from like 2 to 4, lots of times midday. So they'll go in there and check those does. So if you guys get the opportunity, start your evening sets, from here on out early.
Yeah.
Because it happens.
Great information. You got to be in the woods. You got to put your time in. And I've been very fortunate. I've been putting a lot of time in, and my wife has just been a huge blessing. She told me to stay and hunt Missouri last night and this morning, and then come home. But when you get away from your family too long, you want to get...
You start to feel that itch, yeah.
And I've had a lot of hours in the woods, and I was missing
family.
And even though I had my son with me, and my son is on a mission, he's, setting up his own farms, doing his own thing. California browse season ends on Sunday.
California blows. What's up, Chris Hall? We never ever see the rut. That is sad. That's a bummer, Chris.
Yeah, that is not.
Chris and my good buddy out in California, and he's from Oklahoma. He's whitetail native, but now he's chasing blacktail out there in California, and he's a legit killer.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so.
It's awesome. But it is that time of year, and when we started this off saying top 10%, we support everybody hunting 100%. We are in the industry. We are trying to make a hunting show, but we are also a management company.
Outside of the show, and the basis is management.
Right, and we believe in our products.
Property management.
We build good products, and I won't put bad products out. I believe in the Scent Enforcer. I really endorse in that.
The Enforcer Ozone's a pretty awesome product.
Awesome product. And if we believe in something, we're sharing it with you guys 100%.
Thank you, Mark, for the invite.
Go on and make an excuse. Don't make an excuse to say we don't have the same option to the juries or anybody like that, or to call out the industry and say that industry is making people talk bad about hunters for shooting what they choose to shoot. man, who cares what you shoot? If you wanted it, it's yours. Period. That's what we're about. We choose not to try to shoot does because we're after mature animals. That's what we want. That's our choice. And we'll pass it on to our clients, our friends. Sunday morning is going to be hot. Good luck, everyone. Ron, good luck to you. Get out there, get some good pictures. Keep the pictures going and shoot a buck. Put a snack in front of a buck's face. That's the picture I'm waiting to see. Cody Ashby, I see you joined. How you doing? Where's your big buck at? Scoob, I'm like you. You call me out, I'm coming. I'll come talk to me before you start talking stuff about my company. Something that we have been very passionate about. We want to entertain, but we also are very passionate about. Yeah, we are seeing a little bit of chasing, and some of our viewers are seeing some chasing. Cody, you need to be out in the woods. Great time to be in the woods and a lot of deer movement.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
But we're very passionate about what we do, and I'm very passionate about my company. I believe in it. And if you put out we don't have very many sponsors. We're not an industry company that is sponsor filled.
We don't want to be.
Right, we don't want to be.
It's about having good relationships, and it's about actually, like the Enforcer, that little product, that's a once in a 5-10 year product that you just have to have. Because it's
and it's good for it'll help your hunting, 100%. Yeah. Make your hunting easier for you. But don't blame the industry because you can't get out and do the managed hunt harvest. And don't blame that you don't have the same opportunities as me or the next guy.
Or the juries.
I work my tail off, I promise you. Yep. I work. This guy right here, he works. My 19-year-old son, he is out beating on doors looking for opportunities. It's
all the time.
Passion.
Yep.
Jay Flint, it's his passion. He gets an opportunity so he don't ever have, there's no excuses. And guess what? The top 10% of what you have available is what it is.
It is what it is. It's like we said, if it's a 100-inch deer or 115 or 130. Like this year, mine is, if I'm lucky, I have a 140. That's it. Like if I'm lucky. So
they don't go on trees, fellas.
No.
But it's all about what is your goal and what you want to do. You want to shoot bigger deer? That's good. If you want to shoot smaller deer and you need the meat, shoot them. That's fine.
And even that score, to me, doesn't legitimize my properties. I care about knowing a deer for 2 to 3 years, and then that's the deer I want to kill. And this year I have 3 of those deer. That's awesome. And like I said, maybe if I'm lucky, one's going to tape at 140. But it's just about, to me, shooting older deer that I've got to, keep on my property and manage for a few years.
Jay Flint says, I'm shooting a spike. Jay Flint, that's really what you want to do, shoot the spike. But if that's, I know you're kidding. It ain't nothing wrong with shooting a spike horn, button buck, doe. You shoot what you want to shoot, put your tag on it, be proud of it. You'll never, ever get us talking crap about what any sportsman shoots. If it's legal, it is yours. It's your choice to do.
If you want to shoot it,
100%. We choose to chase a different avenue and try to shoot mature animals.
And that's it. So that's
it.
The way it started is, if you're confused by the name or what it stands for, we're telling you what it stands for. So don't take it from some other dirtbags in the industry. The top 10% means what it is on your property and what you can do with it. Now, hopefully that's the top 10%. Hopefully you're setting that bar that high. That's all. That's it, man.
That's it?
We do that.
That's it. I say it like this. Our bar is high, but I'll shoot what's available, and I love to hunt. I love the meat, and my bar is very high. But I will never, ever put that same daunting task on anybody or our clients. We want people to manage, hunt, harvest, and do your best to improve what you want to do. Because I'm going to tell you, 90% of people in the hunting industry, Not even the industry. 90%. I hate that word industry, because we're truly not in an industry.
No, not really.
And the people that were talking about the industry, they're not in an industry.
No.
Just a freckle of an industry.
Yep.
And the big boys that are in the industry, they work their tail off. They spend a lot of money to give that entertainment value. So you can't blame them because your hunting isn't up to par and you're not shooting big bucks like them. You can't put that stigma on people that shoot big bucks and say that we don't care about the regular sportsman. That's crap. This company and a lot of other companies in the industry care about the regular sportsman. They devote their time, their family, their efforts, countless hours to make entertainment and make hunting better and bring in lots and lots of thousands of dollars to people to enjoy. It's where the money comes from for where deer come from. It's from people talking. And the people that are bad-mouthing people, they're always going to bad-mouth it. They're going to turn around inside the mouth and say, man, that sky hunter, he just shoots big bucks. He's just an elitist. He thinks he's something. And then they'll turn around and look at somebody. Why'd he shoot that little button buck? Just shut your mouth. Don't put top 10% in your name. Don't run your mouth. I'll say it. If you come on here, you're gonna run your mouth. If you keep running your mouth, I'm gonna come on your page and run my mouth.
That's it.
So, I guess I'm done. That's it. No more negativity, and I'm done, Ron. Thank you. I'm done with my negativity. I just don't like nobody bringing my company name into any kind of negativity. We represent everybody, and we would go out of our length to be positive for everybody. Youth hunters.
We always are. Try to be.
Oh, I put a lot of youth hunters in the stands this year, the year before, and everywhere, trying to get them on good deer. The veterans, we had one, a good friend of ours that just did a veteran hunt right in Kentucky with our friends.
Yep.
Believe in all this stuff. Everybody needs a chance. And we want to support 100%. Just don't bring down the guys that are out trying to set their bar high and trying to entertain with a bar higher. No more negativity. So leave my name and my company name out, and
that's right.
I won't call you out no more. All right, me and Brandon are done here. You're done, right?
I think I'm done. Yep.
I got mouthy, so he didn't get a chance to get in there.
That's all right. I'm just excited to go hunt tonight. That's all. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll. All right, everybody. It is the rut. It's starting to heat up. Get out there and hunt. Chase something. Have a good time.
Stay focused.
Oh, look who just joined.
What's up, Corey?
Corey Merriman.
Stay focused. Stay on the grind. Get it done.
Corey, I got to say something. If you haven't seen Corey Merriman's pictures that he took on Facebook, hit up Corey on Facebook and look at some of those pictures that he took from that storm that came up there. There's some of the most amazing photos I've seen.
Yeah, that was pretty
Corey,
awesome.
You're an artist. Keep it up. It's a great job. Everybody, good luck. Take care. Shoot some big deer. Mark, good luck. Ron, good luck. All you guys out there, good luck. Jay Flint, get your big 10-point. We'll be looking for it.
Chris Hall, good luck, buddy.
All right, everybody. Have a good one.
See you guys next week.